Namaste, Sasikala, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. We're a pleasure to see you here today. Our practice today, this is auspicious time. We've got the Aquarius new moon. We have Imbolc, and we have the Chinese New Year. The lunar year begins here with the year of the water tiger. And I'll talk about why it's called a water tiger in a moment. So I'm wearing my tiger stripes, and our practice is going to be inspired by the tiger. And so come into your seat, my friends, and the mudra that I'm going to invite you to take is the Vyagraha mudra, the mudra for the tiger. So bring the tip of the the tip of the little finger to the thumb, and then slightly curl in the other three fingers, the ring, the middle, and the index, so that you create what looks like tiger claws. And then let's have our hands face up on our knees or face down, as you wish, my friends, ready to begin our practice. Closing your eyes and opening our practice by chanting Om 3 times. Inhale fully to prepare. Om. 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 Excuse me, I actually need some water. I haven't had any water to drink for hours, so forgive my voice. So let's think about our practice today. I'm going to be inspired by the tiger as we wish joy, prosperity, and blessings to our Chinese and East Asian heritage friends and family. And as we move through our practice for the tiger, we're going to draw on the element of water. And so there's this cycle of 12 years, and each year is deeply connected to an animal that represents qualities of that animal. And so we're now entering into the year of the tiger. So this is the 12th year. And we're entering into the water tiger. Every 60 years, the animal is given a quality of an element. So this is the water tiger. And the last time we had the year of the water tiger was in 1962, 60 years ago. And so we'll be drawing on the element of water and working with the Swadhisthana chakra, working with our meridian energy. So this drawing together of the physiology connected with the energy channels through the body. Let's bring our soles of our feet together to start with. And then bring your hands into your Vyagraha mudra with the tip of the little thumb. I keep saying ring today. Opening out your hands at your shoulders. Take a moment here, lengthen through the spine, and begin to reflect on the qualities of the tiger. Qualities of bravery, of courage, of this awesome power. Inhale, reach forward, bring your hands to the earth and fold forward here with your crown reaching forward, your heart melting down towards your the space that you've created here, the diamond space. Now you could be folded quite far forward, or you could be fairly upright, my friends. Breathe deeply here. Ground with the earth. So the tiger has strength and softness. The softness of the fur. The softness of the toe pads, which walk silently through the forests and jungles, hunting at night. That this great physical prowess and strength can be held and carried softly, with gentleness. Inhale, rise up, bring your hands to your shoulders. We're going to connect with Sumasana Pranayama, lion's breath, connecting with the big cat family here. So lion's breath is a full breath in through the nose, and as you exhale, open your mouth, poke out your tongue, and open the eyes wide so that you also look fearsome here. Full breath in. One more. Let's release the hands and come onto our knees. Take your toes together, knees wide. Place your hands and claw them into the earth like tiger pads, not necessarily now with our mudra, but claw your hands so that you can press through your finger pads, through the knuckles here, at the base of the fingers, and then round the edges of the palm. Lift the weight out of the wrists here. Dip the lower back, shine the heart, lift the gaze. Exhale, then round through the spine. So Madhyasana, Vithyasana, with wide knees, toes together today. And connect with the fluidity of this movement. Just like the element of water, which has softness and strength, it has power and fluidity and grace. In the same way, the tiger embodies these qualities. When you've done your rounds, let's sit back on our heels and then walk our hands forward. Bring the eyebrows center to the earth. Child's pose, Balasana. Keep clawing through those fingertips, the finger pads, the knuckles. Extend underneath the arms so that you feel an extension at the armpits. From here, we're going to thread through into Bhujangasana, cobra pose, back through table, cat, and returning into child's pose. So let's wave through the center, coming into Bhujangasana. Lift onto your hands, back into table here. Cat, cow here. And have your hands slightly forward here so that you've got space, and then back into child's pose. Your knees can be closer together here for this round. Inhaling, thread the crown through to come into cobra. Rise up through table and then cat to cow here. Doing 3 rounds and then back into child's pose. Take a breath here. Final round. Thread the crown through to come into Bhujangasana. And then into table and cat cow here. And back into child's pose. Walk the hands over to the left. So you come into this lateral stretch along the side of the body here. Direct the flow of energy here. think about the flow of water through your body, the qualities of water, cleansing, clearing, detoxing, nourishing, hydrating. Bring those qualities to your practice. But maintain the focus on the strength and the power of the tiger. Walk your hands through center all the way over to the other side. And then when you're ready, back to center, my friends. Let's rise up here. Walk your feet wide. Take your knees wide. We're going to come into Mandukasana, frog pose here for a moment. So again, just connecting with here. Now, if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see I took the opportunity today to post lots of photographs of tigers. So thinking about tiger conservation, keep sliding your knees slightly away and then come onto your forearms here, claw through the fingers here. So some of us may be quite low to the ground as we have more space to open out between the knees. Some of us may be a little bit higher. You can place a bolster or cushion or pillows underneath the forearms. Keep active through the fingers. Keep active through the feet here to flex your feet. Keep intending to lower the abdomen, widen through the hip flexors here. 3 more breaths here. And now this is where we're going to move with care. So bring the toes back in, rise up onto your hands, and then bring your knees in here. And then let's take circular movements with leading with the tailbone here, in one direction, and then in the other direction. And then, my friends, let's sit back here. Have your knees wide if you wish. Going to come into Sumasana Pranayama once more. Roar of a breath here. Bring your hands back into your Vyagraha mudra. Little finger to thumb, middle fingers curled in. Inhaling, take a full breath in. 3 rounds. Open out your arms, reach overhead. Take a moment here, perhaps you lift your gaze, and then exhale to the right. Bring your hands to the earth, gaze over the right shoulder here. Into center. Exhale to the left. Let's do 3 times in each direction. So we've done 1 round into center. Lengthen first and then exhale to turn. Back to center on the in breath, twist on the out breath. And final time over to the left. And then back to center, my friends. Let's tuck the elbows in. And Sumasana Pranayama here. Full breath in through the nose. So I connect particularly with the tiger because the tiger is the vahana or the vehicle of Durga, of Kali. So the deities, which are the primordial deities, the great Maha Devi, Durga and Kali, whose animals, companion, the vehicle or the carrier of the energy is the tiger or sometimes the lion. Let's take a moment here, come onto all fours here. Knees underneath the hips. Let's reach back with the right leg, tuck the toes here. Take a moment here, open out the left claw up to the sky with your mudra. Take a moment here, exhale, left hand to the earth, reach the right leg up so it's parallel to the earth, and then reach forward with your left arm. Draw in the navel. So bend into your knee and reach back with the left hand to the right foot. Bring the left hand to the earth. And now let's circle through that right hip. Imagine that you're carving out large circles with that right knee. 3 times in one direction, and then 3 times in the opposite direction. And then back to center. Take a moment there, my friends. Perhaps you circle through the right wrist here. Extend the left leg, tuck the toes. Draw the right arm up to the sky, coming into this easy twist here. You can bring the hand down like we did last time, or you can lift the left leg and reach the arm forward in one smooth transition. Or you can bring the hand down before you lift the leg and extend the arm. Bend into that left foot and then reach back with the right hand. One more breath here. Release the right hand. And then let's draw these large circles with the left knee. 3 times in one direction and then 3 times in the other direction. Take a moment there. So now you will be feeling the fire building up, the fieriness of the tiger, the ferociousness of the tiger. Sometimes the qualities associated with the tiger are qualities of anger, rage, impetuous behavior, impulsive behavior. Let's step the left leg forward rather. Actually, my friends, we'll start with the left leg here. And then sink into the left hip. Inhale, bring your hands to the left knee here. Low lunge Decolonising. And then let's bring our Vyagraha mudra to the shoulders here. And then reach up overhead and sink into the hip here. Breathe deeply. Return your hands to the left knee, my friends. From here, and I'll turn the other way so you can see me here. We're going to quarter turn that right lower leg. So we're pivoting on the right knee, which brings us into this H shape here. If you need to pad that right knee, pad the right knee. Bring the left hand to the inside of that left knee. Bring your hands into your Vyagraha mudra. And reach up with the right arm. Sink into this left knee. Perhaps you place your left forearm on that left thigh and then reach up and over with the right arm. Three breaths here. And then, my friends, right arm reaches over, open out the arms into a T shape. Bring them into tuck your elbows into your ribs. Keep that left foot at that, pointing directly to the short edge of the mat. Open out the arms, tuck them in. Inhale to open, exhale to tuck it in. One more breath here. And then, my friends, we're going to extend that left leg long, come onto the big toe side or bring the sole of the foot to the earth here. Coming into Parigrasana, gate pose. Left hand to your left leg, reach up and over with the right arm. Open out. Up and over to the left 3 times. Flow here with your movement, with the breath. So now let's, as we talk about the fieriness, the arrogance, the sort of harshness, the merciless quality, sometimes the brutal strength and power of the tiger. How can we bring softness to that? Self-reflection to that? Open out your arms and let's bring the right hand to the earth and reach up and over with the left arm. Coming into supported side plank, Vastisthasana. Now, my friends, if your right hand is in your mudra, open out your palms, open out your fingers so that you come into that sort of tiger clawing effect rather than your mudra. An option to extend the right leg long to come into side plank. Your arm can keep reaching over or it can reach directly up to the sky. Whatever feels most comfortable for you, my friend. So remember, you can be in this side variation as well, with the right leg on the earth. If your right leg is extended to meet your left, bring it back to the earth. And then let's turn our heart, actually take our left hand to the earth and turn all the way towards the left foot. So now you're going to pivot on that right knee and extend, keep that left leg extended, turn, you're reversing back to face that left foot. Now that left foot is no longer on the floor unless it feels comfortable. So let's flex through that foot. Coming into Ardha Hanumanasana. One more breath here. And then let's roll through that left foot and we come back into our low lunge on this side here. Take a moment and then lift the hands to the left knee. Vyagraha mudra to the parallel to the shoulders and then reach up. Nanjaniyasana. So we're back where we started here. And remember, you can pad that right knee if it begins to feel as if there's too much pressure on there. Now, my friends, let's exhale, hands to the earth. Tuck the right toe, lift the right knee, step back long into plank, body parallel. From here, we're going to sway backwards and forwards from plank to mountain Parvatasana. If this feels very challenging, bring your knees to the earth so that you're moving from half plank Ardha Phalakasana to Brahmarasana table. And then if you want, let's create waves here. So move fluidly through here now. Might take a few goes to work out which way round you want to flow. And then, my friends, coming into stillness, coming into Parvatasana, before we bring our knees back down to the earth and step forward with the right foot to come into low lunge with the right foot in front here. Chatakasana. And then hands to knees. Sink into that right hip now. hands to the shoulders in your mudra. Thumb and little finger connected, middle fingers curled in. Particularly the ring is a little bit lower. Reach hands up to the sky. One more breath here. And let's bring the hands back down. Now we're going to do this quarter turn with the left lower leg. And again, if you want to place something under that left knee, please do, my friends. So we pivot that left foot behind us. The right leg is in sort of an H shape here, toes pointing to the top edge of your mat. Bring your right hand in front of your right knee. Left arm reaches up and over. You can bring that right forearm onto that right knee. Sink into that hip. And then let's come over to the right with the left hand. And back to center. Open out the arms and then bring them in, opening them out. So in breath, out breath, elbows tucked in. So expansion as the arms open of the breath and contraction of the breath as we draw the elbows in. Keep turning that right knee out. Take a moment here, my friends. And then we're going to extend that right leg long, right hand to the right knee, and reach up and over in Vyagraha, gate pose. Open out the arms, so 3 times here. Or reaching over to the right with the left arm. And then let's take the left hand all the way down to the earth and reach up over with the right arm. Claw through that left hand. So option to stay here or to come into side plank by extending that lower leg. So you can stay in half side plank or extend that lower leg. That right arm can be reaching overhead or up to the sky. Your choice, my friends. And then when you're ready, let's bring that left knee back to the earth. Rise up, rise up and then slightly rise up because we're going to walk over to the right. So it does need to lift that left hand. Didn't describe that very well, did I, my friends? So we swivel that left leg back out. We come into Ardha Hanumanasana over the right leg. So if your toes are flat on the earth now, lift them and flex into that foot. Fold over the right leg, Ardha Hanumanasana. One more breath, and then let's roll through that right foot to come into low lunge here. My friends, bring your hands to your knees. Sink into the right hip. Bring your hands to your shoulder in your Vyagraha mudra, and arms reach up. So those born in the year of the tiger tend to be natural leaders, adventurous, ambitious. They show loyalty and have high levels of confidence. Exhale, hands to the earth, tuck the left toes, step back long with the right foot coming into Vyagraha. And here, where we're going to move backwards and forwards from mountain to plank, from Vyagraha to Parvatasana. And then remember, you can bring your knees to the earth here and move between table and half plank. And now let's begin to add a wave to the spine. So you bend into your knees, you can go in one direction or both directions. You see what feels more natural for you here. And then come into stillness, my friends. Bring your knees to the earth. Take a moment here. Let's sit back on our heels. Capture your breath. Let's connect with our Sumasana Pranayama. This time, let's place our hands on the earth here. So we'll have fingertips pointing forward for the moment. Inhale, take a breath in. Out through open mouth with your tongue poking out, your eyes open wide. Inhale. And now let's turn the left fingers in. And if it feels really intense on the inside of that left wrist, you can always place a cushion or a block underneath that left wrist so it supports it. So the earth is rising up to meet the wrist. Take a breath in here. Turn the left fingertips forward. You might need to rotate your wrist. I do a lot of rowing, so my wrists are really feeling a little bit of discomfort these days. Let's turn the right fingertips in. Again, you can support the heel of the hand there. Take a breath in. Roar the breath out. What's really interesting that tigers have so many different vocalizations. They grunt, they growl, they snarl, they hiss, they chuff, they gasp. So they have a whole range of vocalizations they make, which are communicating a whole range of things. So tigers are expressive. They are affectionate and loving with family, not with their prey. They only need to feast on one main meal a week. And they I know you're like, hey, this is not about tiger facts, but for every 10 hunts, they only manage to secure one meal. So in terms of their environmental impact, or sort of when people are concerned about the impact on the other animals, tigers only take enough for their own needs. They expend far more energy than they can actually, in terms of the success of their hunts. Let's tuck the toes, my friends, rise up into mountain, pedal the feet here, claw through the finger pads and the palm, outer edges of the palm, lift yourself out of your wrists when you're doing this. And then, my friends, let's either jump, so pounce, and you forward pounce, bend deeply into your knees, and then when you're ready, you can jump to the top of your mat in one step or two steps. Dogs. Forward fold here at the top of your mat. Connect through all four corners of your feet. Allow your head, neck and shoulders to soften here. And then angle the spine one vertebrae. Come up to standing. And then let's have those tiger pose here. Quarter turn on your mat. So we're going to move to the right here because we're also in a new moon. So we're going to do some of that Chandra Namaskar practice for our new moon, because this is the lunar new year. And it is the new moon in Aquarius. So let's step across the mat, open out into Shavasana, star pose. Bend into your knees, turn out your toes, coming into the Vyasana, Utkata Kanasana. And here, my friends, let's rise and open and then bend into our elbows and knees, moving with your breath and power through the legs as you rise up. 3 times before we come into stillness, my friends. And then let's hold in our goddess pose, our Utkata Kanasana, the Vyasana pose. One more breath here, and then open out, my friends. Let's fold forward, coming into wide-legged forward fold. Prasarita Padottanasana. Hands on the earth or on blocks, claw through the hands again here. Bend into the right knee and walk your hands over to the right, come to Skandasana here. Walk through the center, over to the left, Skandasana over here. And keep walking from left to right with your hands. These movements are soft and gentle, but energized. So flex the right foot, claw the fingers. And if you wish, you can come into stillness, but I would like to create a little bit of fluidity and movement for myself here today. And then back over to the left, and we'll stop here at this side. Rise up, back into wide-legged forward fold. Bring the hands to center. Bend into your knees here, my friends. And rise up into Utkata Kanasana, our goddess pose once more. And you may sway from left to right here. Open out into star pose. Bend into your elbows and then reach your hands behind you. So open out the palms forward, but maintain your mudra. Bend into your elbows, draw your shoulder blades together. Lift your heart, lift your gaze up to the sky. So that you have a gentle back bend here. Legs are wide, toes pointing forward. One breath here. Let's turn the left toes and then bend into that left knee. Pivot on the ball of that right foot. And now reach your arms up and then exhale, flow behind. Inhale to reach up, and you can straighten through that left leg as you wish, my friends. Three times here. And the next time you bend into that left knee, keep the arms reaching back here. Rise up. Last time here. Let's stay here for a moment. Hold here. Open out into your left knee, my friends. Right heel on the earth. Open out into warrior two. Exhale into Shanti warrior. Bring the left forearm onto the left knee and reach up and over with the right arm, extended side angle. Open out. Warrior two. Mahavira, Shanti warrior. Extended side angle. One more time. Open out into warrior two. Left hand to right leg, right arm to right leg, sorry, left arm up and over. And then extended side angle. And then back to center. Straighten through the legs, my friends. Back to center, star pose here. And again, let's reach the arms back here. So draw the shoulder blades together. Open out the heart. Lift the gaze, open the throat. Let's take Sumasana here. Take a full breath in. And then, my friends, let's turn the right foot to the right. Pivot on the ball of the left foot. Arms behind you. And then rise up. Straighten through the right leg. Let's flow here 3 times. And let's rise up. And the next time we come down, my friends, let's hold here. Right knee bent, left arms reaching behind you. Hands in your Vyagraha mudra. Shoulder blades drawing together, heart open. And then let's rise up. Arms reach up, right leg extends. Hold here. And then release the left heel, open out into Vyagraha, great warrior. Shanti. Extended side angle. Vyagraha. Shanti. Extended side angle. One more time. Vyagraha. Shanti. Extended side angle. And then, my friends, let's turn the right toes in, back into Tadasana. Release the arms. Roll the shoulders, and let's heel toe to center. Roll the shoulders so that you rotate the shoulders back. The shoulder blades glide down the spine. And then forward. So think about the tiger, all of its power and strength in its shoulders, the heavier part of that upper body that the tiger has. Let's finish rotating my shoulders before I talk to you a little bit more, my friends. Let's turn the head to the left, look over to the left here. You can see my stance is slightly wider. So we're in a wider stance today rather than Tadasana. And then inhale to center, take a pause here. And then turn the gaze over to the right. So over a century ago, we had more than 100,000 tigers in the wild. And then the numbers started to drastically reduce during colonialism, start of the 20th century. So we've lost 95% of the population of tigers back to center. Release the left ear to the left shoulder, take the right hand to the left hand to the right ear and open out that right arm at a 45-degree angle. So population now of tigers in the world is about 3,900. And conservation charities are working hard to agree national standards for the conservation of tigers. Inhale to center, right ear to left, right ear to right shoulder, left hand to left, right hand to left ear. Oh my dear. Three 3,000 of the world's tigers are in India. There's something like 50 tiger reserves in India. And the reason tiger populations have declined is sort of trophy hunting, conflict with humans, the loss of habitat, the fragmentation of the habitat. So the land that the space that tigers have to roam has been restricted and reduced. It's only now 5% of what they used to be able to roam. Let's place our hands on our hips here. So this power mudra, this power body mudra here, this power stance. Take a full breath in, and I invite you to roar as loud as you want. You're at home. And one more. My friends, we're going to come down to the earth. So let's bend into our knees, move through chair pose, strong pose, Utkatasana pose. Tucking your elbows, claw hands here. Maybe you rise up onto the balls of your feet before we come down here, ready to pounce. And then, my friends, let's fold over. Bring your knees to the earth. And let's step forward with the right foot here. Slide the left knee away and then shuffle. I don't know what the dogs are doing. Shuffle the right foot across your mat. We're going to come into Raja Kappa, pigeon pose. And then bring the right knee to the earth and the right sit bone. Gaze behind you and reach out through that left leg. And then come onto the front of the left leg, rising up with your seat slightly here. You might want to place a cushion or a block underneath that right sit bone, the right hip. Raja Kapotasana here. Keeping that left leg reaching back. We've got no space for my dog. It's all right, you can stay. Now, my friends, let's bring the hands to the inside of that right leg. And then bring your forearms to the earth here. And if you wish, you can come all the way down to the earth. So we're on the inside of the right leg rather than forward as we normally do. So we're just going to move into where there's space, to create space and be in that space. So human devastation of land, human the urbanization, the destruction of their habitat has reduced tiger numbers. And the ambition is that tiger populations grow to 6,000 in this year. The plans were set back in the last time, it was the year of the tiger, which was in 2010. And the ambition was that by 2022, there would be 6,000 tigers. We're not there yet, my friends. Much work to be done. Inhale, rise up. And then walk your hands back to center. Tuck the left toes. And then let's reach back with the right leg. Maybe you walk it out here. And then let's thread the left knee forward. Extend the right leg behind us. And then if you want to come on the left sit bone to adjust that left leg, do that. Maybe you support the left sit bone coming into Raja Kapotasana here. So rise up first here. And then, my friends, bring that left hand to the inside of that left leg and come onto your forearms or come down to lying here. So forward fold here into the space. And as we celebrate the year of the tiger, remembering our responsibility for wildlife and preservation of wildlife and their habitats, so that humans and wildlife can live in harmony through education, through creating safe passages or reserves for tigers in which to roam and move safely. Inhale, rise up from Kappa. Come back to center, tuck the right toes, lift the right knee, and then step back with the left leg. Maybe walk it out here. And then, my friends, from there, we're going to come onto our sit bones and come directly onto our backs, moving into our supine twist before we close our practice. So let's bring the right ankle to the left knee. So create a figure of 4 here. Turn out the right knee. Hug in the left knee. So take your hands to the back of the left thigh or the front of the left shin. Hugging it all in. And then from here, my friends, we're going to go into a closed twist to the left. I want to make sure I've got space here. So opening out your arms, release the left knee and right foot down to the earth on the left-hand side. So the right foot comes to the earth here, and that left knee comes to the earth here. It may connect with the earth, or you may wish to place a block, a bolster or a folded blanket there. So this is a closed twist here. Three more breaths here, my friends. And then inhale, left foot to the earth. Come, readjust the sacrum area. And then let's bring the right knee to the earth now, to the other side. So we turn onto the big toe side of the left foot. We have a zigzag with our legs. So we've moved from left through to right. Now we're in an open twist. And when we're ready, my friends, let's return to center. Release the right knee. And let's cross the left foot. So adjust and realign the spine, and then cross the left ankle onto the right thigh, just below the knee. And then release. Oh yeah, we're going to do our reclined pigeon first. So let's hug that right knee in, back of the thigh, or front of the shin. And then release that right foot to the earth. So left foot on the earth, sorry, my friends, and the right knee on the earth. I've really got my lefts and rights mixed up today, haven't I? I'm very tired today, friends. So when you notice that your speech isn't so great, really time for some rest. Which is exactly what I'm going to do after our class. Together, I'm going to have Shavasana, but although I feel very rested here, Inhale back to center. And now we're going to release the left knee towards the left. Come onto the big toe side of our right foot. So we create a zigzag. And this is the open twist. Three more breaths here, my friends. And then let's inhale to center. Realign the spine to make any small movements. Uncross your legs and let's hug both knees in together to the heart. Little gentle sway on the lower back from side to side. And then let's extend your arms and legs so that you may come into Shavasana. Cover yourself with a blanket. And I invite you to be in Shavasana for 5, 10, 15 minutes. And when you are ready to, perhaps you set your timer with a gentle time, with a gentle chime. And when you are ready to rise up, remember to move mindfully and slowly. And then closing your practice by chanting Om Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Dhanyavad, my friends. Dhanyavad.